What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you can see questions like this, these are questions you guys ask on a daily basis, like, okay, Godlove, can you be able to get us into your brain, or can you be able to get us into your style of analyzing the market, how you place your trade? Because we used to see your trading style is very simple. Yes, trading might be difficult, but I make it very, very simple. That is why on today's video, I want you to come with me. All right, come with me. Let's analyze the market. Let me show you guys how I make the process very, very simple. If you look at my computer, no crazy indicator or no indicator at all. I trade what I see, not what I want the market to show me. So come with me on my computer today. Let's go step by step on the key currency pairs that I'm going to be trading for the entire week. Remember, these are mostly swing positions that might even be open for days. All right. So if you are trading prop firms or you are trading on your private account, strategies that I'm going to be showing you on today's video, or the setups that I'm going to be showing you on today's video, please make sure you take these setups, even if you have to take it on a demo account for practice purposes, because these are the same setups I'm going to be taking throughout the entire week. And make sure you take it with me so that we can be able to speak on the same wavelength, so that we can be able to speak the same language. Perfect. If you come on my computer, you can see the first currency we have here is Great Britain Pound USD. All right. And what I usually do is, most of the time when I want to do my analysis, I can most of the time step up to the daily time frame to be able to see where the market is heading. Then when I've already stepped up to the daily time frame, most of the time I take my trade for my swing positions trade on the 4-hour time frame. So this market is very, very simple. I don't even need to go far to see what has been happening. All right. The market has been forming this support, this resistance, which was broken somewhere here. And the area of importance that I want us to see, is this particular area. All right, you'll be able to see this particular area very, very clearly on the 4-hour time frame, because this is the same zone I was trading last week. I even took a trade on Forex Pro when I waited for the market to come back to this particular zone, and I entered somewhere here. I'll be able to show you guys the same setup I took. All right. So long as I've already had this setup on the 4-hour time frame, on the daily time frame, the market is still on what? On an uptrend on the daily time frame. Simple. This is still a very clear uptrend. I don't even need to go far to see that this market is still in a very clear uptrend on the daily time frame. All right. So what am I looking at? I'm still very, very bullish on this particular currency pair, but where will I get in? Remember, this is Sunday and the market is going to be opening in a couple of hours. Where will I get into this particular trade? That is the most important thing. All right. If you guys can remember, you guys remember this break and retest? Just go back and watch this particular video. I think I'm going to put a video there, or I'm going to put a video here. This is the same setup you are seeing here. I made almost about 10%. I made about 10% of my account last week. I think that was Thursday or Friday, and I passed phase 1 of my prop firm challenge using only this setup. What was I waiting? I was just waiting for a break and retest. You can see this is the screenshot. That was the same setup I used last week. And what did I do? I was just waiting for the market to come back here, because there was this break of resistance which became a support. I was just waiting for the market to pull back here. And as soon as the market got there, remember, I told people, even on Godlove University, I shared the screenshot. I was like, okay, we're getting in at this particular point, and I got in somewhere here, and I got out here. Just about 70 pips, and I was done. Break and retest, I already made 70% of my account. Remember, I brought my report somewhere. I brought Forex Pro in somewhere here, and Forex Pro just take over the whole thing. Make sure manage the money, the risks, everything. I just checked, maybe after 3 hours, boom, 10% was already made. So that was what happened last week. And we were bullish until we had NFP. This is NFP we had here, and this is where you need to pay attention. Because in Forex trading, there's a strategy I even call the Godlove fundamental correction strategy. What does that strategy say? It says after every major fundamental news, the market always correct in the opposite direction before the normal direction of the news is resumed. So after knowing that explanation, let's go on the 5-minute time frame, and I'll be able to show you where we had NFP. NFP was somewhere here at 3:30. All right. Let me put these lines here. That is where we had NFP on Friday. I made almost about, I think I was busy because on Friday we had a graduation on Godlove University. Talking about Godlove University, that's the best Forex institution or academy right now, where we're training people from A to Z and getting them certified as not only professional Forex traders and also as profitable Forex traders. So if you want to join Godlove University, always check the link on the video description, all right, to be able to join us. You'll be able to trade with me. We'll be able to do live sessions, Zoom sessions, and trade together. So make sure you join me in Godlove University. So on Friday, we had NFP, and the same Friday, we had graduation at Godlove University, and I was very, very busy. But I remember my PA. I was in the office with my PA, and he reminded me just about 4 minutes to the news that, hey, remember NFP is today. So since I was busy, I just immediately transferred the funds. You can see this is a screenshot of me transferring funds. I even transferred the funds reflected in my MT5 at 229. Because NFP here, you can see NFP here was at 330. NFP was at 330, and the funds reflected in my accounts at 329. Just 1 minute to the news, and I immediately just took the trade, did my analysis, and I used the directional bias. There's another strategy on news trading I call the directional bias. All those strategies are on my account, are on this channel. You can just click the link below. I will try to leave the link for the directional bias above. You just try to check that particular link to also see the direction or the strategy that I use. I immediately just went on my phone. I had almost about $600 on that small account because the bigger account was supposed to be taking me time to load everything. So I just went on that small account because at least I can afford to risk that particular small amount, right? So I immediately just went in, risked almost like 100% of that account, and within one to 2 minutes, I already made almost about $1,800. I think $1,500 to $1,800 within that particular trade, and I was done. I think this is the video. So as you guys can see, this is the same trade I took last week, and this is the same setup you are seeing here. All right, that trade was on gold. And remember, anytime USD, if NFP comes out and is positive, it is negatively correlated with gold. Meaning, if the United States dollar is going up, gold will be going down. So if United States dollar JPY or USDJPY is going up, gold will be going down, because gold, you have AUDUSD. The United States dollar is a quote currency on gold. Meanwhile, the United States dollar is the base currency on USDJPY. So any currency pair that has the first currency will be going up, and any currency pair that has the dollar as a secondary currency will be going down. Like Great Britain Pound USD, SAU USD, I think which other currency pair has the United States dollar, NZD USD, AUD USD, all those currencies were supposed to go down, right? So immediately after the news, you can see we had the news. This was the candle of the news. You would have gotten in somewhere here, and even if you would have gotten in, you would have just used price action to see that this was a key area where, so long as the market doesn't break this particular area, you are good to go. That's how you are able to combine technical trading and fundamental trading. All right, that's how you're able to combine and to have more point of confluences. So the news was released somewhere here, and even if you were buying or selling, even if you were selling somewhere here, when you already know the news was negative, the news was positive for the United States dollar, which already tells you Great Britain Pound is going to be selling. All right, since the United States dollar is a secondary currency. Even if you were selling here, what would have given you assurance? Your stop loss would have gone somewhere here on around 20 pips. And even if you went for a risk to reward of 1:2, you would have gotten our risk to reward of 1:5. The market went down for almost about 100 pips. Meaning, even if you were targeting a risk to reward of 1:5, you would have gone out on this particular trade with a risk to reward of 1:5. All right, you get in somewhere here, stop loss on around 18 pips, and you are going for 90 pips. Boom, the market went down. Before the end of the market on Friday, you can see what happened. That is how you would have traded this particular market. But what I'm seeing is, after this major news event, I haven't seen any major correction. You can see we had this news that pulled up, then we had this small correction somewhere here. But I don't see this as a major correction that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a correction in the sense of about 60 pips, 70 pips, or 80 pips. So what am I seeing? I'm already seeing that correction forming here because I have a key double bottom somewhere here on the 5-minute time frame. So this is a key correction I'm already seeing here. So this is a whole trade. This is a trade I'm taking. By the open of the market, if the market has to jump somewhere, somewhere up because there might be gaps in the market. If the market has to jump somewhere up, then I'll wait for the gap to fill. If the gap is too big, then there's still another strategy that I call the gap trading strategy. Click the link above again to watch the video on the gap trading strategy, so that anytime you see a gap in the market, you already start seeing money printing on your computer. All right. So if there's a gap which is formed from year to year, I might be able to still trade that gap and wait for the gap to fill for me to continue my trade. All right. But I'm positively biased on this particular currency pair at the market open. At the market open, I'll be looking for any opportunity to buy. If the market open and there's no gap, I'll be buying immediately somewhere here. My stop loss will go somewhere here on around 25 pips. Remember, the overall market trend is still a downtrend. So I'm trying to I'm trying to counter trend this particular trade because I know there's going to be a major correction. All right, I'm trying to counter because I know 90% of the time there've been major corrections in the market. So even if I'm buying here, I'll put my stop loss on around 25 pips and I'll just go for a risk to reward of 1:2. All right, 25 pips and I'll go for 50 pips. 50 pips is here. My take profit will be here. Boom. That is the correction I'm looking for by the start of the market. So that is that about Great Britain Pound USD. Since we're talking about NFP, I'm talking about corrections. Let's also go on another key currency pair. Remember, these are trades you should take. Take this trade and manage it just the way I'm telling you, right? This is another key trade I'm showing you guys. Since we're talking about correction, this is gold. This is a trade I took on Friday. If I have to go on my history. Okay, this is live account. This is my live account number 11. So I think I was using live account number 6 to trade that day. So, but I got in somewhere here. You can see this is NFP. This was the NFP candle right there. This was the NFP candle right here. So I got in somewhere here and I got out somewhere here. So I only made just about 56 pips because remember my target was just to make $1,500. And once I made that $1,500, I just closed and went back to Godlove University because we were designing certificate and doing a lot of things, all right? But when I got back here, you can see the correction we had was very, very small as opposed to the overall market move. The market moved almost about 300 pips. Remember, this is a 5-minute trade, 5-minute time frame. The market moved almost about 300 pips, all right? So what am I looking again? The way the market is still looking now is still looking very, very bearish on the 5-minute time frame. Even if you go on the 1-minute time frame, the market is still looking very, very bearish. Can you see this drop almost about 300 pips? So there's still a probability this market might still be coming to clear this particular lows. Still probability. All right, that's almost about 160 pips. So that's where I become a little bit very skeptical because there is still a probability this market might still shoot down to clear this particular lows somewhere here. So what will I do? In the 5-minute, let's just go back to the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute time frame, if I get any potential reversal signal here, since I already had at the back of my mind that I'm looking for a potential reversal for almost, or a potential correction of almost about 100 pips, I'll just be looking for a key reversal sign, which should be a key reversal structure, right? Maybe a change of structure, because now the market is still forming lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. As soon as the market starts forming higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, that is a clear uptrend, and I'll be getting into this trade to scalp in almost about 100 pips. All right. For now, I haven't seen that particular structure. By the open of the market, I'll be able to see how the market will behave. The market might open, and since I showed you guys on the 1-hour time frame, there is still a major area that the market might still clear right down. If the market open and the bearish momentum is still very, very strong, then I'll wait for the market to clear these particular zones somewhere here. All right, I'll just wait for the market to clear this zone somewhere here, and I only look for a buy opportunity down here. But if the market open and I see something like this, a change of structure, I will take the trade up here, risk almost about 40 pips and go for, or about 40 pips and go for about 120 pips. That's a risk to reward of about 1:3. All right, so that is what I'm seeing on gold and how I'll be managing gold. If you can go on the 4-hour time frame, this is the same area I'm saying. This same area of almost about 150 pips, these same lows. The market might still come here to clear these lows, and once it comes here, the bullish trend is going to be very, very powerful. I'm very bullish on gold, but until I see the market clearing this area and giving me a good structure on this particular area before I'll be very, very bullish. For now, the market is still very, very, very bearish. So that is what I'll be looking. That is how I'll be able to play around, to look for my entries, to look for my target, to look for trades on gold. Let's take another currency pair that has to do with USD, because remember we had NFP, and anytime there's NFP, post NFT trade, I call them post NFT trade, used to be very many, where you can be able to see a lot of structures. All right, let's just look for another opportunity which I saw on what? On USD, on Euro USD, all right? Euro USD, you have a similar pattern, because remember the United States dollar is still the secondary currency. So if you can come on the 4-hour time frame, very sweet, very sweet. So this one is already giving us a clear buy signal. Clear buy signal. This is our kind of a break and retest structure. Break and retest, very sweet. So this is the one I'm looking to buy as soon as the market opens. As soon as the market opens, there is no delay on Euro USD. If I go back now to the 5-minute time frame, you'll be able to see those same lines, all right? Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame, and let's make it very, very small. Good. Let's make it very, very small. So the channel which I showed you guys on the 4-hour time frame, this is the same channel on the 5-minute time frame. So the market might open, and you see the market pushing down to this particular support, resistance, which has become our support. So as soon as the market push back down here, you should look to buy. You should buy Euro USD. Your stop loss can go on around 30 pips and target about 90 pips, which is a risk to reward of 1:3. Or if your risk appetite is not too high, you can go for a risk to reward of 1:2. So you risk 30 pips and you go for 60 pips, all right? Remember, even when you target, you go for a risk to reward of 1:3. I've shown you guys how to manage those trades. As soon as the market has already gone in your favor for 2 times your risk, for 2 arrow, you move your stop loss to break even. Meaning, as soon as the market goes up for 60 pips, if I'm targeting 90 pips, I'll be able to remove my stop loss and put at break even and give the trade room to breathe. I don't want to move my stop loss too close where the market will just come down, hit my stop loss, and then continue going again in the original direction. That sucks. That is so painful. That is because you didn't give your trade a room to breathe. Don't suffocate your trade. All right. So that is what I'm looking for when it comes to Euro USD. I'm already, even though the market was selling on Euro USD, I'm very, very bullish as soon as the market opens, because you can see there's already like a structure forming. Let me just zoom out a little bit. I can see a structure forming somewhere here on Euro USD. Can you see this? Can you see this structure? If this structure maintains, that becomes a double bottom, which is a reversal signal. This structure we are seeing here. We should just pray this structure maintains. If the market opens and this chart continues shooting up, we should look to buy. Look to buy immediately, and your stop loss should go somewhere here on around 15 pips. So just go put it on 20 pips. Put your stop loss on 20 pips and go for 60 pips. Risk to reward of 1:3. Perfect. So that is the setup again I'm seeing on what? On Euro USD. Another key setup, which is now non-NFP or non-USD. All these key currency pairs I've shown you guys have to do with NFP. Let me show you guys another currency pair that doesn't have to do with the United States dollar, but also have very, very good opportunities that we're going to be looking in the coming weeks. Let's go for Great Britain Pound JPY. As you guys can remember, we were in Europe for almost about 3 months. And throughout Europe, most of the highest currency pair that was trading was Great Britain Pound JPY. Sorry. The highest currency pair that was trading was Great Britain Pound JPY. So that has been able to prune me to be able to easily see setups when it comes to Great Britain Pound JPY. So we are still very, very bullish on Great Britain Pound JPY. Very, very bullish on Great Britain Pound JPY. But the bullish momentum, I'm beginning to see the bullish momentum die off a little bit. The market might open and you expect to see something like this. The market might shoot up to that particular resistance, then come back here. This is our key area of interest. If the market has to come back here, this is our key area of interest, because we'll be looking to buy here and pull and go and try to ride the bullish momentum again, unless the market breaks this particular area and continue shooting down. All right, because now you can see something, there might still be something where now you see something like this, you see something like this, then you see something like this. That becomes what? A break and a retest. So if there's a break and a retest, then we might continue riding the downtrend. But if there's just no change of structure, the market just comes back to this support, then we'll look to buy somewhere here, put our stop loss on around maybe about 60 pips, and we'll go for almost about 180 pips. That's the risk to reward of about 1:3. Even if you hit 1:2, you'll still be profitable at the end of the day. So that's the structure I'm seeing on Great Britain Pound JPY. Let's go to now another good setup that I saw on AUDUSD. All right, AUDUSD. there were still some very good setups that I saw on AUDUSD. This still has to do with NFP because there was still NFP on Friday, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything because the structure is still very good. So on AUDUSD, I had this particular structure that I was trading last week. The market was bouncing on this potential and a very clear downtrend, and this one got broken somewhere here. All right, NFP tried to pull it down a little bit. So what I'm still waiting to see what will happen at the market open. We might see the market push around right down to that particular support, and then we'll look to buy somewhere here. So that is what I'm waiting to see what will happen. Remember, this is a 4-hour time frame. So if the market opens today night, you might even see this structure happening by the end of Tuesday or early on Friday or early on Wednesday, sorry. That is why when you are doing swing trading, you need to be patient and wait for the setups to be able to mature before you hurriedly take the trade. So that is what I'm looking when it comes to this particular currency pair, AUDUSD. Let's talk about the last currency pair, which also has a lot of potentials that I saw, which was USDJPY. Remember, most USD pairs, they have a lot of setups because there was NFP, and now most NFP either push the market to our potential areas or break some particular zones that we're waiting for a retest. So let's check on EURUSD. EURUSD is just as clear as it is on the 1-hour time frame. I don't even need to go far. You can see that this structure was already broken. So this was the news on Friday, and the market pushed up for almost about 125 pips. We haven't seen any major correction. So if you are somebody like me that always like to look for corrections, then what did I say again? You are just looking for the market to give you a reversal signal somewhere up here. You look to buy and you target almost about half of the whole move. The whole move was almost about 100 pips. So if you are looking to sell up here, you just target for about 60 pips. You go for a stop loss of about 20, target 60 pips. 1:3 risk to reward. And then remember, the overall market trend, fundamentally, the United States dollar is very powerful. So anything you are doing here, you are trying to counter trend. All right, you are just trying to trade the correction. After that, most of the time, the market will resume its normal trend, which is supported by the fundamentals. All right. So if you are looking for that major correction here, if the market gives you any sell setup, have at the back of your mind, knows how to put your stop loss so that if the normal trend has to resume, the trade wouldn't end as a loss. So those are the key setups that I'm going to be watching for the beginning of the week. There are other setups on other currency pairs. I haven't had time. That's why in the Forex market, you should never suffer from FOMO. Never suffer from FOMO, the fear of missing out. Because see, there are more than 22 different currencies here, different currency pairs, and we're able to just evaluate about 6 or 7. Meaning, within the week, we're still going to be able to have more structures. I'm still going to be updating you guys. We're still going to be shooting more videos. All these trades, which I've explained to you guys, I'll be taking them on my live account, on my Profirm accounts, and I'll be able to update you guys on how the trades will play out. So make sure you take the same trades on your account so that we can be able to speak the same language, we can be able to trade on the same wavelength, and together we shall be able to make that money in Forex trading. So if you've gotten some value from this particular video, make sure you smash the thumb up on the video, leave a comment on the video, and I promise I do reply to all the comments on my videos. If you're looking for the same broker I use, check the links below and you'll see the list of my recommended brokers. Click here to watch a video that I made about price action strategies. Click here to watch a video of me passing the Profirm challenge within 2 hours and how you can do the same. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on these other videos. Peace.